Something lands on top of the ship with a heavy thud.
Really? Can I see it out of the top gun port?
Yeah, I would assume you do.
Around and you see a couple more of these repair droids land on top of the ship itself.
This is what the other ship was infected with. Frickin'.
One of them starts a hand. You can see it like a Hydra spanner appear, and it starts to slowly work away at some of the bolts and screws on the top of the.
Undoing or doing out?
Undoing.
Shoot them from the top.
Yeah.
You blast away, knock it off. Alrighty, we are back, and you were about to get sucked in through a tractor beam onto a strange space station.
I believe we were actually flying away, being able to get away from that tractor beam.
You did, but then you walked into the next one.
And then I'm guessing if we got out of this one, we would have walked into the next one.
Maybe you'll know soon. So, the ship, the tractor beam pulls the ship down, and you can see a large rusted docking bay hangar doors opening up.
94 on the
side. And you see it, and it pulls it into the hangar, and the rusted bay doors shut, and you are inside a large hangar. What do you do? The lights in this area don't seem to be flickering.
Who's on the bottom gun?
Sorry?
Who's on the bottom gunner?
Whoever you guys decide or want to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
The lights are flickering in this hangar, and with every spark of it on, you see this place is just rusted and old and broken. It doesn't seem to be anyone in this space when it pulls you in.
Maybe we can destabilize the pressure in here so they can't come in.
Shoot the bay doors. Yeah. But shouldn't we find out where we are, or what they want? Or do we just want to get out of here?
What do you want?
What?
Why are we here?
You guys switch it up.
What do we want?
Chocolate.
When do we want it?
Wow. You see at the bottom, you see two lights on in the distance, and they seem to be moving closer.
Amy.
Yep.
The ship gun.
The ship gun.
You aim the ship gun. Oh, sorry. The two lights. Move around and move towards the turret area. So they split around. So you have to choose which one you want to aim at. It's pitch black here.
I'm gonna just
sparks of it.
But do we have lights on the outside of the
You
ship?
can switch them on.
Yeah.
Oh, you switch them on. The whole area is flooded with light, and you see two repair droids moving towards the turret. These droids are incredibly rusted and old. Some of them seem to be missing parts of their outer carapace, and it's been replaced with other bits and pieces. And this whole area just doesn't look like it's seen human habitation in a long time. The two droids move over towards your turret.
Do 360 with your turret out. Just
Yep.
Yeah.
You see it, you smash into them, and the two go flying across the room, and one of them sparks. The lights go out in its eyes. The other one kind of dusts itself up and picks up its broken arm and carries it with it, dragging it along.
Another disabled one. Let's just mark that one down, shall we?
Dragging it along towards the cockpit, the lower gun turret.
How damaged is that ship? Not particularly damaged.
No, I think
so. We don't need repairs. They're going to try and strip us.
Yeah, they're going to try and basically turn up. Yeah.
So I'm going to spin the top gun around and fire at the door. The crappy rusty door.
Yeah.
Well, why would they be here if they're not going to rub from us?
Because we don't need their help.
Yeah.
You spin around and you fire into this door and you see it smash into these are heavy blast doors that are closed down in
We're
it.
going to have to adventure.
And
obviously.
Oh, I think that the what do you call
Jam.
it? Are you a
Galaxy Master, no, just Games Master.
Are you a Galaxy Master?
No, I'm Games Master.
Can it please be a Galaxy Master? I hope it is.
If you wanted to be, but it's not.
Galaxy Master.
Yes.
God, are you up there?
What are you gonna do? Something lands on top of the ship with a heavy thud.
Can I see it out of the Top Gun port?
Yeah, I would assume
You
you
look
do.
around and you see a couple more of these repair droids land on top of the ship itself.
This is what the other ship was infected with. Frickin'
One of them starts a hand. You can see like a Hydra spanner appear, and it starts to slowly work away at some of the bolts and screws on the top of the
Undoing or doing out?
undoing.
Shoot them from the top.
yeah.
You blast away, knock it off, and it goes flying down. You see bits of it crash down near the bottom.
Just keep. Kill them all!
Can we run? Do we have scanners on the ship?
Yeah, you can have active scanners and you can scan the area.
Can we do an active scan with interest in the number of droids and interest in terminals, computer terminals, or potential opening?
Make it. Let's say make a computer roll as to how well you can interpret and use the equipment.
Oh, difficulty would have been.
Let's say diff 2.
I would say diff 1, but
I know.
you know.
Well,
I'm
run
a
the
Galaxy
scan.
Master.
To split hairs, let's go for the bottom for the.
Let's say 2. Yeah. Cool.
We'll
See what
start
it
with
is.
2, you know.
We'll round it up.
Yep. Massive success.
Yeah. You use your active scanners and you can see that there is no life on board this ship. There is a lot of electrical interference, but it's difficult to read because of the black hole near it seems to be throwing some of your navigational equipment and your scanning equipment out.
How did it go for finding terminals and droids?
How did it go to find terms of what it's really difficult to pick an individual droid with a ship that isn't really built for that kind of thing. It's built for navigation and detecting structural things in space.
We're gonna have to go on foot.
Is there any oxygen outside?
You see a couple more land on top.
Can we?
Can I
And a
shoot
couple
that
more
one?
come to you can see the other ones are coming towards you on the ground as well, and you blast at them, knocking them to pieces.
This feels very zombie-esque. Can I take off?
Mechanical parts.
Can I take off?
Take off.
No, like we'll lift off the ground a bit.
No, it's mag sealed.
So I'm
In the
stuck.
same way that it was quarantined, the other ship was quarantined. Yeah.
We're gonna have to go out there,
Well-
but is the ship gonna get destroyed?
Yeah,
when we go out?
probably. Maybe we should split up
But you've got a mechanic who can probably stick by and do their best.
Work together.
and an R2 unit.
And an RT unit. Which you could set your let's say your ship has a basic autopilot ability.
Well, it's not going to be really difficult to hit a droid. Rusted droids.
Yeah, it might work. You're not sure.
Can we Can we have a luck to know that the system will be able to defend it? Like we make sure we program it to make sure that the defenses are at the highest possible.
You can spend a luck. I can't guarantee, in the sense that it is an automated system and it's not built to do this.
But
But
we've got
it
a
will do
But
mechanic.
it will do an okay job of it. But
And
you're
the,
not
and the
sure.
mechanics watching it as well to make
Mechanic
sure.
will do their best to.
The ship will be flyable when we get back to it.
You hope, yeah. But
All right, cool.
feeling reasonably lucky.
How's the oxygen outside?
It is adequate.
Cool. Ash knows what to do.
You drop the doors, and you step out into here. Yeah, the only real lighting is from your ship in this area.
Can we see the outer walls of the
Yeah, you can
dock?
see the outer walls.
Any
with it.
doors?
No. Yeah, there are doors leading inwards. Yes, and a number of doors around this area.
Can I? obviously before I leave, I grab a torch.
There is a data terminal as well.
Before I leave, I grab a torch, so I don't have to look in my bag for one later.
Good idea. Does anyone else want to do that?
Yeah, it's this little...
A little torch.
And it attaches to the bell.
A keyring torch. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you look. Just
I'm
look
saving
how
my
hardcore
weapon
you
and
are.
like-
There's a torch on
Yeah, there's a torch on the gun. Let's say. All right.
Smart.
You guys step down into the hangar bay. You can see there are a number of doors in here. There is a data terminal off to the side as well.
I'm going to look up for 1 sec, and I'm going to look up and look at how the droids clinging to the roof landed on top, and see if there's any area in terms of like if there was a track where they went across, or if there was a hole.
Yeah, there's a gangway.
Yeah.
That leads above it. Yeah.
Bang, 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 shooting every single thing and knocking the gangway down.
Yeah. You shine your torch up there and you look for movement and you.
No, I'm knocking the gangway down.
You shoot the gangway down. Excellent.
And
All
we're
right.
gonna help him.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's going to be a couple of rolls.
I'm going to go. The patch is going to shoot the gangway. And
Do you have anything heavier?
I'm gonna throw you up to get a closer shot.
Would you think a heavy blaster would be able to knock it down?
Yeah, with a decent enough roll or two.
Would if somebody was spotting with a spotlight, went like this and held it
Yeah, I
up?
reckon that would probably assist with at least one extra dice.
What if somebody else was using a second spotlight to be able to get it so you can get that three-dimensional aspect?
Or
of
we
the
go,
shots?
can you shoot the gangway down to the people in the massive guns on the ship?
But that's not as fun.
That's a much better idea. They're much more powerful guns.
But we've got somebody here who can do it.
With the combined power of both guns, I think it's safe to say you can take down the gangway. Sorry to say, yeah, you probably don't need to roll. I think you've got enough time to be able to do this.
Okay, so the gangway is down.
It falls down on top of your ship.
Alright.
So
No, we're doing it in the way that we shoot the first one, and then he goes, and then he goes, shoot the second one, and he goes, and then misses that ship.
Oh yeah, but it's a lot lower down.
Oh, okay, so yeah, and then we do it to miss.
So it hits the top of the ship,
So we do it to
and
miss.
then it breaks off.
okay. That ship's pretty strong.
Yeah, it can take the structural damage.
Yeah, the shield stop it, right?
No, but the structural hull integrity of it would be fine.
Okay.
All right. There are a number of doors ahead of you, and in the flickering, sparking light.
I point at the data terminal that you mentioned and go,
Oh boy! Did you see over there, boys?
Okay, you head towards the data terminal. The data terminal seems to be sparking in and out as well. It doesn't seem to be in terribly good nick.
Can we pull the...
Do you want to make a quick roll on computing, or if anyone has a good mechanics skills?
Since it's right next to the ship, can't we just get the mechanics to come out and just fix it?
work on it while we're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can start
Alright.
working on it.
I just think that, well, we could roll, but I just think I'll make it worse.
And she'll go.
Yeah.
Verena goes off and she can start working on it, grumbling because she has to do all this work. I thought you were supposed to play characters. And you
We
guys
say
are
1%.
free to
1% of the wealth that we get is yours.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Maybe 2%. And you're free to be able to walk through any doors you like.
Door 2.
Okay, door 2. Door 2. Okay. I would have
Door
chosen
number
door 2.
2.
Door 2 leads to
The toilet. It's the female.
leads to a long corridor where your torches are really the only source of light in it. And this area is covered in dust and rust. And
With my bike.
Yeah.
as you walk down, you can hear up ahead the sound of machinery moving at the end of the corridor.
I just open the door and stand there with my cape flowing in the wind of the
Destroyer.
change of
Pressure.
Lower my cape, quick! I'm running fast. As you billow,
Yeah,
as your
it's
cape
got
billows.
yeah, you're in the background.
In this room, you can see that this used to be a bar, and there is still a droid behind the bar, and you can see it trying to clean the bar with a cloth, and it's like an old service droid with a single wheel, and it cleans away at it repetitively. Doesn't seem to notice that you're here.
Hi, can I get a drink?
It kind of creaks up, and one of its eyes is still lit. It goes, 5 credits.
I'd like the drink first, thank you.
It moves on its squeaking wheels, and it slowly moves over towards a drink dispenser and some kind of weird blackish liquid just pours out, like alcohol that maybe has been there for a little too long.
A little too long.
So when was the last time you've had customers?
2 weeks ago. Moves over and hands you this disgusting liquid. 5 credits.
There seems to be lipstick on the glass here.
Takes the drink back and slowly moves back over to get a new glass, and it uses the same cloth that it's been wiping up the table for God knows how long, and starts trying to clean this dusty glass. And ever so slowly, and puts it out to you again. 5 credits.
Fine, I give him 5 credits. I'm just like, tell me more about the station. Who's in charge?
Who is in charge? Is Oris in charge?
He's always in charge?
Oris is in charge.
He's always in charge, okay. Who is it, though?
Is Oris in charge?
Where is his office?
Is central control.
Where is that?
Points. Arm falls off.
It's
Super picks it up, tries to put it back on, and goes over to a data terminal and presses it. Technician. The terminal's blank.
And what does he say after that?
Technician.
Where did he point?
He pointed to like a large double door area which seemed to lead further on into the space station itself. You feel the whole thing just grind and groan, metal on metal that echoes throughout the ship.
Doesn't look like anybody's been here in 2 weeks. Seems a little longer.
You make perception rolls.
We need to find access to the bay doors.
Diff of 1?
And
Yeah.
generator that ran the tractor beam.
I don't notice anything. They got 3 boons.
1 success.
What are we doing again?
Perception. Diff 1. No.
I eat 2 crabs.
You get it.
You see that there is a dried blood on the ground, as if someone had been dragged through this area. But it must have been a while ago.
So what do you say?
I shouldn't.
Yeah, what do you say? 1.
Is it towards the same way as...
It is through the double doors. It looks like that whatever happened here happened right in this bar, and then it was the bodies were dragged out, or the body. It's difficult to tell. It's very old. Yeah, you want to follow?
In slow
You follow it through the double doors.
He's in slow motion, but then we're just walking on.
You guys see. The double doors are rusted and takes a lot to push them open.
Maybe a Wookie.
Maybe a Wookie with a certain athletic ability.
He pulls out, walks up to the doors and
Do you want to get athletics
pulls a
roll?
little light spinner.
Athletics roll, diff 2?
Yep. All of them at once. Because I'm powerful.
I'm powerful dancer. Hold me closer, powerful dancer.
We like to call this the light beam move.
Yes, you managed to do it. You push it, and with a little bit of oil from maybe your backpack that you squeak into the, so you lubricate it.
Just a dash.
The doors.
You don't want to overdo it.
The doors
Otherwise it's just
smoothly open without a squeak.
Brand new.
You follow the trail of blood, and you can see that it leads into another docking bay area where there's
Docking Bay 90.
94. It seems that maybe someone spray painted the numbers of the docking bays on them. And in this, you can see that there is what looks to be a skeleton of a ship. Large chunks of it are missing, and there is a few droids in here slowly dismantling the ship that's in here.
2 weeks ago.
In the corner, you can see that there are the decaying bodies of a number of what looks to be people of different races, different species, human races.
You know, can we do a perception to see what they are?
What species?
Yeah.
Sure.
Or what kind of ship it is as well, like.
Yeah. Div 2.
Yep. Get it.
Yeah, they look like they're dressed in a similar way to smugglers. You can see that some of them even have what looks to be guns, blasters in their hands that have been damaged or warped, as if something has crushed them and destroyed them. And there are a number of burn holes all through their body, and others have been crushed. But they look like the clothing seems to suggest smuggler.
They might have been doing Kessel Run, in which case we should look for more boxes of spice.
Glitterstim, yeah.
Glitter, yes.
You do find boxes of glitterstim,
like
yeah.
That's cool.
There are a number of boxes. Obviously, there's nothing much of value to the droid in this area, so the glitterstim is just sitting there in the cargo hold.
Cool. Shall we get the boxes?
We should reprogram one of the droids to do it for us while we search the ship.
You know what? You're a Wookie. Like, just seriously, just carry them all. I'm sorry, such a delicate for you.
You would require some kind of transporter to transport them.
Don't they already have transporters built in with them these days?
The the droids.
No, like
these type of droids. No.
You know, like when Han Solo was in the carbonite, they just literally hover.
Yeah, you would need to get some of those. No, they were on a system, a hover, what do they call it, like a land speeder's run.
Oh, okay.
So that was how they transport.
Okay.
Well, how about we know where that is. Let's just
You gonna do the transport?
We would have some on our ship, being
Yeah,
a
you
cargo
would.
ship.
Yeah, so let's go back to our
Radio mechanic.
All right.
let's. I think that's a really clever idea. Let's get them and put them on our ship, and then we'll worry about tractivity.
All right. You can see a number of droids are piled up in this area that have been damaged or destroyed from your laser cannons, and you transport the glitterstim onto your ship. There is not much room left on your ship by the time you finish this.
But how many cases did we get?
About half dozen.
And we noting that down. How many?
Yep. Are you noting it down?
Yeah, so that's 6.
Yeah.
But it's a bacon dozen, so we go. It's a baker's dozen plus 1, but we get half, which means we'll get an extra 1 because we always round up because we're player characters.
Awesome.
So 7.
So 6. Excellent. So you get the 6 in, and what are you going to do from here?
Well, we need to get to.
We need to locate the track
Actually-
generator.
Isn't the track being generated in here? Can't we just shoot it?
No, remember Obi-Wan had to go off to disable the track before they left the Death Star.
But wouldn't it have been in the same room? Like, let's just say.
No! It's not.
Wouldn't it just be a button right here under
Oh
my
yeah,
head?
it opens and you guys get out.
No, but the thing is, like, doors open,
XP.
pulls
But
it in.
we should do that last because the droids are all repairy like and we don't want them to fix it before we leave.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go.
Alright, so you head
door
back.
controls.
Head towards. What are you heading towards? What are you aiming for? Are you heading for the tracker beam controls?
No, door controls.
Door controls, which is in, like, are you heading towards the main terminal area, or are you heading towards living quarters? Are you heading towards
Control center?
Yeah, that control
Docking
center.
control center?
Yeah, which is
There
where.
would be one in the docking bay. Like, you know, that they have that clear glass above the docking bay, and behind that's all the terminals.
Yeah. So you
So
can start heading in a similar place here. Yeah. So you start heading up into the gang where the gangways were up the top, And
unfortunately, it's one sided. It's just on the other. We can't get it.
you head up into that area. You can see that the glass here is just covered in dust, and it's more opaque than it is translucent. And
can we flip
blow
that
the
to
dust.
see so that we get both?
Blow the dust off it and press some buttons to see if you can activate the terminal. And you see the light slowly starting to flicker on.
I think it's important that we get this.
And you hear.
Sorry to take.
You hear over the comlink. I know your ship.
Yes, it's the Passionator.
I know your transponder signal. Your ship has come through here before.
This was the last.
You are Bo Shack.
Who is this? What is your ID?
What's your security clearance?
What's your security clearance?
I will have your ship and you, Bo Shack.
We're going to try and convince him that we just killed Boshak.
Go for it.
And
How would your character do that?
with him.
You gotta say it as your character. None of this, you know, we do this, we do that.
No.
You gotta say it.
Character, come on. What would you say exactly?
Hey guys, Boshak. That two-bit scoundrel. We would have nothing to do with him. In fact, he's lying in a pool of his own blood right now.
Yeah, I love it. Make a roll. That would be deception? Deceit.
Would it be deception or?
Would it be deceit? Because he isn't dead, is he? Yeah, he isn't dead.
I'll like to support him on this one. Be like,
Yeah,
pool of blood.
Wow, you're way with words. Alright, do you have any skill in that?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to change one dice? Go for it.
Lucky does.
Alright, dip 2. Can you do it?
That's
Yes.
He does.
Yes, with flair.
Yes, but also some repercussions. Yes. He is dead, is he? Yet his ship is here. Same ship that escaped last time.
His ship. This is our ship. It was taken from us.
Hang on, let me just fix that for you. There you go.
This is our ship.
It's the Passionator.
Boshak is dead.
Yes.
Bring me his carcass.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we will definitely bring you the carcass and the Wookie for 10%. I mean, the carcass.
And by the way, do you like Wookie dances?
I have a fantastic Wookie dancer.
Excellent. I will bring people to help you.
We do not need your people. We'll bring it straight here.
I will help you.
What will you send us?
I will send you droids to lift the carcass.
Just one.
Just one droid?
What? Do you think it will take more than one of your fantastic droids?
One droid will be sufficient.
Okay. Send us one droid and we will go.
A little while later, you see a hulking form of one of the battle droid step in, the ones with the gun that comes out of the hand.
Yes.
And it walks over and looks over towards the three of you.
Come with us.
It follows.
Awesome.
Where are you going to take it?
Into the cargo hold.
Oh, shit.
You take it on board your ship?
Yep.
Excellent.
And
It goes on board the ship.
That will be ready.
We're ready for takeoff.
You're going to communicate. You hear over your comm. Bring me the body in your ship.
Can we speak to our mechanic, who's obviously
Yeah, you can go find her.
She's been working on
Marina?
She's been working on the terminal for a while. Can we just talk to her and just say, look, have you've been looking through? What have you found?
Well, this place there's something wrong with it. I don't understand. There's a massive relay signal coming out of the spaceship. It's broadcasting something on a powerful, using a powerful communication system. Something strange here. There's no bodies on board, and there's spacecraft attached to the outer hull.
What kind of signal is it?
It's communication. It's just a communication signal. There's a massive radar dish, not radar dish, satellite dish in the center that's broadcasting a signal and receiving, but it's encrypted. I can't read it, but it seems to be receiving instructions or information.
Can you decode it?
I don't have the ability.
Who would?
I don't know anyone who could.
Confused at me. What use are you?
So he's expecting a body from our ship as it is.
Bang.
Oh, seriously? You expecting it here?
Yeah, we're not allowed to leave. We're from that simple.
I thought we were going to go home.
He said, I've got the body. You went, okay.
Oh, I thought you
So
said
we're going to get a body from the other cargo bay
yeah.
to get an
Nice,
audience.
good
to get an
idea.
audience
Good
with him.
idea.
Yeah.
Good idea. Alright.
What are you doing?
I'm rewarding.
Oh, I thought you were like
another destiny.
screw that.
I think that's a fantastic idea. You go over there and you give him the body to the battle droid who lifts it up and carries it. And carries the, I didn't hear, so carries the body and it starts walking towards walking down the corridor with this carrying with the body.
And before that happens, you
Shoot the body's face.
Go for it. That'd be a cold shot.
And
Because if you miss, you're going to hit
we picked
a
the
very
same
grumpy
species.
battle droid.
we picked the same species.
Human, yeah. No
He's
problems.
not human. He's
Boshek was, yeah. Yeah.
no, Boshek looked like a donkey.
No,
Donkey.
Boshek is the guy from the Star Wars.
Oh yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
so human, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So it's the guy that's in.
Very careful.
Hang on,
hand shot.
he was the person who was in the ship last time, Boshek.
By the looks of it, yeah.
But he was the person that was in the ship that helped us, Bowie. Who
Yeah,
had
he's a
his
good
own
friend,
ship.
isn't he? He's a nice guy.
And so how was he at my ship doing the Kessel Run 2 weeks ago?
Maybe you need to find that information out. All right. So,
Twist!
so you're going to shoot it at his head. So I'm going to give you a diff of 2 for this, plus a 1 setback dice, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, right, we do.
She does totally.
No, absolutely hits. All
But
right.
it's all boost.
Yeah, it's all boost. You miss, but you don't hit the battle droid. But the battle droid pauses and turns towards you.
And I look at the thing and I go,
Yes, fine.
stupid son of a Vosh! And I shoot. May as well.
Go for it.
I think it's such a great idea.
Alright, so same deal. 2 diff plus 1 setback dice.
I see myself
Go for it.
attempting to slice its face off shortly.
Yeah. 1
2 failures. No, you miss. Pretty sure.
with a boon.
One boon, so you don't hit the battle droid, but you hit the wall. It drops the body, and you see its hands start to transform. Starts to as the gun.
God, just chop his head off. He'll work with us. He'll work with us.
Alright.
Do what you wish.
I battle cry and daintily pull out my sword knife.
You
Pull out
pull
my
out
vibro axe and go for a sideways swipe to the
Right,
neck
so
area.
you charge in. Go for it.
To the neck of the
battle droid.
Oh, you're just going to knock the battle
Well,
droid
the battle droid's about to attack us, so I may as well kill it and then say that
It certainly
cargo
looks a little
crate fell on
threatening.
it. The cargo crate fell on it.
Alright, make a roll. So diff 2.
Oh, I thought you just cut off the head and just explain it to the guy on the phone.
Yeah, it's the same as that one, so.
Yep. And 2 of these. Go for it. Oh man, you guys aren't going well. You missed.
Look at that.
No, isn't it?
Isn't the explosion a success?
Yep, so you missed because they cancel each other out,
Oh.
which leaves you with only 1 advantage. So,
Oh my God.
you
Hit the body?
no, that
Was
would
he
be
got a
that would
burn?
be like 3 advantage. No, your swing misses, but you got yourself into an advantageous position if you want to strike again.
I do.
All right, next round. What do you guys want to do? let's move into initiative because he's obviously being aggressive. Make an initiative roll, which would be cool, Daddy-o.
2. 2.
Awesome. 2. Alright, everybody's got 2? Cool. What's everyone's cool? Well, cool is 2, isn't it?
Mm.
Everyone's cool 2. Let's do a reroll.
Yeah.
This is fun.
I'm in an advantaged position.
Yeah, sure, alright. Add an extra screen.
2.
3.
Alright, so I rolled 3 as well, so you're going to go first than me, then you guys, so obviously anyone can go now.
I'm right next to him, I guess.
Go for it. Hit him. Shoot him.
Should we 1 because I'm right next to him?
2 because it's that's what melee is standard diff is for a melee.
But you said he had an advantage.
Yeah, good point. Here you go. Oh, that's a hit, alright. That's a critical hit.
Boom.
Alright, you smash into him and what's your damage? Yeah, he goes
7
down. He
BR
goes down.
+3.
With a critical hit, you strike into this thing and he falls apart in 2 pieces. Crashes to the ground.
Alright, and immediately somebody who doesn't have a ridiculous
Can
voice
you hear me?
radios him.
That's
Say,
been...
we've just had
The gateway's fallen on your droid, but I have the body.
Got make a deception roll. Diff 2.
No.
I heard gunfire. I am sending more droids.
What kind?
Well, I was thinking of sending, a nice tap dancing droid, maybe.
Well,
One that
I've
makes
got a dancing
pancakes. Well, we should join up and make a troop. Alright. Yeah, you hear the sounds of stomping of droid feet coming towards you.
Do they sound like...
No. Alright, what are you gonna do? If they come heading towards you. You can make a run for it, you can fight them.
Well, we have to get the door and the thing open, and now everybody knows we're here. Are we in the same room with our ship?
No, you were heading down the corridor.
Okay. When I look in my bag, do I see a thermal detonator?
No.
Alright, cool. Oh, that kind of
What are you
walking.
gonna
Do
do? Battle
does it,
droid walking.
like many of them or just one?
Sounds like many.
I think it's a run to
Yeah.
Alright, you sprint, do you? You
Yes.
start running down the corridors, and you can see that that off to the sides as you run through the corridors, doors are shutting around you.
I think we need to get back to our ship and just blast the hell of our way out.
So we already tried that, didn't we? Doors are too thick. We need to head for control and command.
Yep.
Yep.
And
There are a number of data terminals around in this area if you want to stop and try and hack into one.
I think we just need to stop the communication. I think it's receiving, and I think it's receiving from the ship of that main guy.
hack into a data terminal and trigger one of the personnel sensors in a different area, so the droids.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Alright, do you have any roles in computing? Anyone any good at computing? Oh, I've got a character.
Tiff is good.
Awesome. Alright, are you going to spend some time doing this?
It says I've got a data
Fuck's
pad,
sake.
handheld computer access computer system. Does that mean I can do it while I'm moving?
Normally you might be able to, but no, not in this situation. It's too antiquated to be able to do it. You're going to have to hack the terminal. So, yeah, so are you going to take some time to do it?
Well, how long is time? Like,
Well, a couple of turns at least. A subjective amount of time.
How close am I to the droid?
You haven't seen them yet, but you can hear them.
The droids, that is. You're standing next to a terminal.
You're right next to the terminal, but the droids are coming.
Alright. So we form up defense. Grid.
Excellent. And you're gonna take some time?
So-
Yeah, you can add in an extra, yeah. And difficulty, let's say difficulty 2.
Of course.
As you slowly hack in your way into
And
this.
we're at the nearest corner, so that I'm within striking range of whatever.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, that's nice. Alright. You
She's
start
done really well.
hacking into it, but they start running around the corner as you start hacking into it, and you fire down the corridor.
Yeah.
Fires.
Cool.
I
Let's
swing
make-
as
let's
they
make
come around
one-
the corner.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Okay. Well, it's an ambush situation, so I'll just see if they notice you, and we'll see.
That would be a cool roll.
No, they don't notice you. All right, so you get first strike. Go for it.
This giant Wookiee's like.
So do you allow one through and then smash the other one? Do you
Yes.
allow one to let
Yep.
can fire? Okay, so you hit yours first. Go for it.
Difficulty none.
Difficulty 2. Always difficulty 2 basis
Melee, yeah.
or melee. I know it's nice. You can wheedle away.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes, you do. Actually, you do really well. Yeah, you smash into it and you.
Is that a critical?
No, it's not. It's just one off.
One off.
And you smash it to pieces. It drops down. Nathan, you firing at the next one?
So is the crap a success?
No, those two are advantages.
And it's only one diff because
Those
it's how
two
close it
cancel
is.
those two out, which means you get 2 advantages and three successes. So you
Oh,
smashed
nice.
it. You smashed
Yeah.
it.
So because it's short range and they're in a really tight corridor, it's only one diff, right?
Yep. No, it's 2.
No, it's always
Distance.
it's minimum distance.
Yeah,
I'll be
right.
waiting at the top.
You can add in a fortune dice. Is that what they call it? Gosh, so many difficult names for everything. Boost dice.
Oh,
So many different dice. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, that counts as a success.
still don't hit. That's
Don't
negative
hit
3.
me.
No, you definitely don't hit.
No, definitely don't hit. But I got 4 boons.
Yeah. All right.
He hits a pressure valve behind it, creating steam.
So they can't see.
Yes.
Yes.
Everything is obscured, so they can't see what's going on. You manage to hack the terminal while they're all in confusion, but you're covered in steam too. in
Shut the
this area,
garbage!
so-
Right, stop at the terminal.
And you
Shut the
hack into the
garbage!
system and send a ping off in another area, and you hear the sounds of the footsteps stop, and then they turn and start moving away.
Alright.
Smoking steam everywhere, and you did it. You've also got the terminal
did
unit
it!
open, so if there's anything else you want to look at, this is the moment.
The
to do
rat.
that.
Shut
Control.
down. Oh, actually, can you shut down communications?
Yeah. You hack into the system and you shut down the communications in this area.
No, like, and also just a map to where the droids are. The droid control point is.
No,
Yeah.
Just
not the. Wow. We want command and control.
Command and control is where the droids are coming from, and it is in the central sphere in this space station.
Does this look like a space station, like a droid control
Yeah.
space station?
It does. Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
So in the central area, you can get to it. So you map out a route using it, and you program it into your data pads, and you start sprinting towards it.
And we also send all the droids to the furthest quadrant. Actually, can we on this? Sorry, just to be fun for a sec. On this data panel, can we actually see the second? You know where the skeleton ship is? Can we see that area? Like, can we have a little screenshot of like a little camera that looks in there?
You can, unfortunately, unless you want to spend this, the camera is so covered in dust, it just can't see anything.
Okay. Can we send all the droids there, and then when we get to control, just open the doors?
Yeah, you can send droids to that
Because that's
area.
a different docking bay.
That's a
isn't it?
different docky bay. It's docky bay 94B.
Yeah, no, for B, yeah. You send them to that, you can send them that direction. The ones that are in this area, you send that, yeah,
Yeah.
that's no problems. They start heading over in that way.
And to rip apart the ship. You know, that's their goal, is to rip apart the ship.
Well, you could. The sensor signal could be that the ship is still there, so they're going to try and go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Destroy
You
it.
send them off to go and destroy a ship that's already been destroyed. And yeah, you start racing down the corridor, heading towards the central communication area. And I imagine you hack through doors to try and open up the path through there.
Well, can I just
Hack
say,
the path.
you hack through doors.
All the way
I look at them weekly.
all the way through there, you can see maintenance droids going about their business, and in other places, bloodstains and carbon scoring, where obvious firefights have happened. This place has seen perhaps a century of war and ships arriving and being brought into this spot. So this whole place just seems to be a graveyard of old ships, and you can see skeletons in different areas and bodies.
How much glitter stuff is there?
There may be quite a significant amount. You heading in towards, and you hit a large double doors which open into what you know as the central command area, and these are shut, and they're going to need to be.
Well, obviously we know that there's a corridor that goes around.
Well, there's a corridor. This is the main doors to get into the building, into this area, and they seem to be shut. Yeah. If only you had that phosphorus painted sword that old Rock had. Doors are shut. Looks like blast doors. It looks pretty heavy.
Is there any computer terminals? Is there any ventilation that goes into the next room?
Wow, there might be.
I think there is, don't you guys? If we look up there in the corner, there seems to be a Wookie-sized hole.
Wow, that would be a very lucky thing, wouldn't it? I think there's probably only a hole for one probably slight person to move through. I'm not sure what the difference is between your brawn characteristics. Brawn, I'd say.
3.
2.
I would say it probably only fits you. You gonna use it?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Alright, so you're the only one that will be able to fit through there. So,
to help you out, here's some oil.
You can open up the ventilation area.
Yeah.
Yep. You open it up, and this place is just filled with dust, and it almost chokes your lungs as you try and crawl your way through. You can see it. It leads along
it's you, not me.
Parallel to this actual the inner room until it hits a side ventilation area, which you can unscrew and open up.
Yeah.
And you're going to drop down into it. As you drop down into here, and
What do you see?
You can see this room slowly flickering with lights as if this area is still malfunctioned, but you see some kind of humanoid creature in the center area, which seems to be wired into some kind of computer terminal. And the lights flicker, and it's really hard to see. You have to get closer to really get a good look at it.
Or use the torch attached to it.
It's quite a distance in the center. You can you aim and fire.
Yeah.
Your fire
You're so hardcore. I would totally freak out and open the doors.
your fire hits what looks to be a shielding which ripples around it. Boshek, are you here?
You
Open the
use
doors!
Open the blast door!
Using ventriloquism, you say,
I'm outside the door.
Or you could use the comlink as well. You know, that's very... Hello! Can you open the doors now?
Is that you, Solo? Have you returned?
Yes!
No, you can't hear a thing.
Okay.
What do you want to do? You're in this room. Blast doors are off to the side, a little further down the corridor, down the side wall.
Somewhere where I can go to
Hack into it? Yep, you can start. You head over towards the terminal near the door. Oh, there's actually door controls which you can start to hack into. Go for it. Make a roll. You're going to take some time.
What's the difficulty? Because it's just a simple door
Diff
control from
Diff two.
you.
It's a standard diff.
But it's a door control, like
can we
on the non-secure side.
engage a communication with this whatever while she's doing that? And if we can buy her some time?
You can, but you're not sure what's happening there.
Yeah, well, that was the idea from the start.
So you can say, what's going on in there?
Yeah.
If you want to, which would allow you.
Oh,
find
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh, what? No. We've got Volshak, the body. Where do you want it?
Over Bitcoins.
Over Obicons.
Yeah, over the proper cons, every word on.
Yeah. Open.
Non-secure.
Is it true what they say? She says to you. It says to you. Is it true that they have the body? Do you want to make a deceit roll?
Or a...
Is it the same difficulty?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, let's just...
I think you are lying. I do not tolerate lying.
Do you
see,
tolerate death?
The lights start to, a light hits the front door, right where you are, and you hear the sounds of machinery starting up.
Yeah, you should just not worry about it and just open the door.
You're going to try and hack as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to add in a setback dice, and you're going to try and do it as fast as you can. You can. Yep, you can if you want to upgrade one of your dice.
Yep, you should. Just for this. This is the moment.
Okay.
All right, you can flip that over so the green becomes yellow. Excellent. Go for it.
Your turn, Tish.
Yes. Yes, you do. You don't. Oh no! Oh, so sad. But you reckon if you give it another go, you might be able to do it. The machinery is starting to whir. You hear the sounds of machinery on the other side of the door starting to move.
Can I?
You're gonna try and hack from the other side?
No, I'm gonna try and dust myself off so I can fit through this little.
Oh, okay. You're gonna take off all your equipment.
Take off my jacket. And he's just gonna ram me through with a gun.
Okay, go for it. Alright, I think that would be... I think you're assisting, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you can add an expertise dice. You can transform one of your dice into not expertise, I apologise, proficiency dice.
And what am
so
I
one
doing?
of your green becomes yellow. And it is a diff 3 because you do not fit in this.
And what am I? So when the doors open,
You're going to be stuck in the vent.
Are we doing brawn?
Sorry?
What's it?
Athletics, wouldn't it?
It's athletics, yeah.
Unless you bronze.
No, it's athletics.
Oh, and I think that one of your purple dice becomes a red.
But because
Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 successes, but how many?
But I lose my pants.
Yeah, you lose your pants as you worm your way through. This is really tight fit.
No, I'm sliding through like, but they just get caught and I lose my pants. I'm like,
you come out where the opening where Tiff was, and you burst and flop out onto the ground.
and then my pants fall out
a
after me.
spotlight. And your pants are stuck back in the ventilation system.
Oh, thought I could go with it.
And you can see that Oscar is there madly trying to hack the system with a light shining on, and that there's machinery moving in the central area.
I'm just going to aim at the machinery. Bang, bang.
Yeah. Energy ripples across the shielding.
No. Energy, there's stuff going around her.
Oh no, that's a light. There's just a light on her at the moment.
So the machinery is around it.
It's around it, whatever this thing is in the middle.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I'm just going to run over to her and stand defense. Butt naked. Well, not butt naked, but the butt.
The machinery starts to whir, and you shine your light on towards the central area, and there's enough illumination as the machine starts to rev up, and you see what looks to be one of the almost a cross between General Grievous and one of those what are the droids with the shields around them? Sorry.
Droidica.
The Droidica, yeah. And it just detaches itself from what looks like cabling and it hits the ground on long legs. Is that you, Boshek?
Why do you want Boshek killed?
Those who flee must be captured again. Which is as I was ordered.
And who
you
ordered
see two lasers cannons start to move up.
Who ordered you?
It starts moving towards you.
Who ordered you? It's not English, I understand.
It starts moving to you. Do you want to make another roll?
For
To hack into the system?
Yep.
I'm going to give you a extra boost dice.
Please protect me. I literally have put my nads on the line.
No setback. You don't need setback. That's your son. Go for it.
Shut down the shield emitter protector.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
no, 2 successes.
Yeah, and it's
The doors open and you're standing there on the other side, and you
Just
can
with
see
the
this
vibrant
creature,
light
this
out.
droid-like machine moving straight towards these guys, and you're firing off blasts and rippling across the shielding.
Now, shields, do they work against physical assault? Or are they on an energy?
Good question. Maybe, what would that be that you reckon? Yeah, mechanics I think could probably tell you.
and also so would be eating it.
Just try it, yeah.
Yeah, but then...
Yeah, mechanic it. But, no, that won't be your turn, will it? That's for free. That's a free action.
That's you pondering it. I would say that would be you using a skill, so no, it's not a free action.
So
this is you taking a moment going, how do I do this?
Alright, well, I'll do it. So I don't get killed if it goes wrong. What is it, difficulty?
Yeah, div 2. Alright.
But
Oh, no, you're not sure. You're not sure.
you have a good feeling about
You
it.
have a good feeling about it.
Okay.
What's his gut say?
Well, he has a good feeling about it. This thing starts moving on long limbs towards you.
Not attached to anything else, or is it
It
still
was.
attached?
It seems to attach to. It seems to still maintain some kind of umbilical connection,
Yeah, that's
and it moves in towards you and lets fire with its laser cannons towards both of you. Now, its guns are coming up, so you have an action if you want to do something before they fire.
rolled right.
Yeah, you guys are both going to tumble and try and just get out of the way.
Yeah, so it only shoots one.
All right.
So,
It is aiming
did
for.
you finish hacking?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
also
That's
that's how
what
it.
And that's all she was doing when she was
Yeah.
hacking?
Yeah, just
It's not
the
like
door
setting up
controls.
an energy spike in local...
This is a
Power
door control.
node.
You might need to get to
Alright.
other terminals situated in other areas. It is going for. Oh, sorry, I should probably go. Okay, odds evens. Odds. All right, it flies
Yay!
down towards you.
Alright.
You are dodging out of
I'm
the way.
so sorry.
So as
so
it
glad it's
fires down, and it misses. Its shots spray across, and you hear it, and then the gun goes silent as it seems to malfunction slightly. All right, it is. Who wants to go? So you guys have I'll
Also-
turn you around.
Can I be serious? What my character would do would be run to go get all his equipment back because he's only got a gun and like a top. Like he wants his heavy cloak back and
It's all stuck in the ventilation shaft.
well the pants are stuck in the ventilation shaft.
It's
The
a
heavy
heavy
cloak
clothes.
will take it off
So
before.
you're gonna duck around.
So it'll be
the other-
right.
around the corner.
It'll be on the other side of the door.
Yeah, you can duck. So your action is you run in there
get
and
around the
start,
corner.
and start gearing up.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I am doing a flying pirouette
Oh!
to be with my libroette to try and slice this umbilical cord.
You're gonna have to get closer
So
to
I'm
be able to
sprinting
do
that
that.
then.
Okay, you sprint
And-
it, and you're gonna
Jumping up off a console to get that extra height.
Nice. Okay, so next round you should be able to get on an athletics roll. So this is
Okay.
you sprinting and you leaping up into the air. Excellent. Tiffany, you and Dig. Shoot the Wookie.
That gives you the extra movement forward.
Yeah.
Shoot the umbilical cord. So that when he takes a strike, he just goes no shoot.
Is that covered with the shield?
Is what? Sorry.
The umbilical cord.
Protected by the shield.
You don't know it unless you shoot it. It's invisible until it gets hit with
I'll
things.
just shoot it.
You're gonna aim up at the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, it's a difficult roll, so it's a diff of 3 to be able to hit it.
Tiff doesn't care about it.
And just remember that there is a Wookiee. There's a Wookiee flying through the air at the same time.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out that something may go wrong.
Do you know?
Go for it. 1, 2, 3. That's a miss.
No, it's not.
That's a hit. It's a hit.
It's a hit.
hit.
Yeah.
All right. Your blast hits into the cord, and you see it spark. It seems to work, but it hasn't severed the cord.
Back to my flying pirouette. Yeah.
All right. It's go first, and it aims its gun up. Odds and evens. Where's my evens? Evens. It's going. How dare you shoot my cord? And it fires towards you. Misses really as well, and its fire goes wide. Excellent. And now athletics roll.
Yep.
Go for it.
Against difficulty.
You're aiming at this cord. Is that what you're going
But
for?
all Malay is difficult to do.
No. Standard is difficulty 2.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're aiming for a cord, which makes it difficulty 3.
I'm spinning like this. I'm basically going to
Yeah,
hit.
it's a vibrant blade. So it's
It's a difficult thing to do. You're flying through the air trying to aim for this thing while there's gunfire going. It's difficulty 3.
Unveils.
2. Not enough. You go flying to the air, but just the movement of how the creature shifts out of the way just means that you're slightly just
But I land behind it.
Behind it.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you're not going to get shot.
You
Sorry, dude.
you put your you put on your pants. No, you put on your jacket. You still got no pants on, and
I will turn around and pull my gun out.
What are you gonna do?
Steer it. Helicopter.
What are you gonna do? Oh my god! What are you gonna do?
I'm going to shoot the top of the umbilical cord.
Okay, you haven't seen the umbilical cord yet, so you're not sure because you were back behind there.
Seen A and
But
Sorry.
I'll let you do it. It's on a diff 3.
It's a longish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it, diff 3.
So.
Make the roll. No, I believe that's a miss. But you get yourself into an advantageous position to take the next shot next time.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright.
And I'm also a lot more in light. I'm like, woo.
Who wants to go next?
Can I try and shoot it?
Go for it, diff 3. That is a hit. That's a hit.
Yes. Finally. With an advantage.
How much damage is it? Does it do to it?
9 plus 2. That's 11 damage.
The cord splits and you see sparks flying out of it, and the creature, this droid creature, seems to stumble, confused for a moment.
I'm going to swing my vibro axe from behind.
Yep.
Straight at its.
Well, if it's joined to core, it means it's got like its central back piece.
Yeah, straight at its
Straight
middle.
at its middle of this torso. Okay, go for a diff 2. And I'm going to give you one boost dice because this thing is immobilized, it's confused.
And also, can we use a force to maybe just really just become?
You could.
Do you want to?
Alright.
And just
Alright.
be epic.
That means that you change one green for yellow. Go for it.
We failed this roll.
Oh no!
Hey,
Oh.
what's that?
Oh my gosh!
Oh!
You hit, and you also did a critical hit.
And I become a Jedi Master.
You are the Jedi Master. Your hit smashes into the torso of this thing, sending sparks flying everywhere, and you see it severs it in two, and the creature just drops down in two separate halves. And you see the bottom halves, the legs just spasming, and the other half just trying to get its bearing as it tries to work out what's up and what's down. And as on the ground, sparks is pouring out of his torso. And
So it's still alive?
It seems to be alive, but it's immobilized.
Cool. Well, that was my turn, so you guys should be aiming for the head again.
Well, no. I want to get information. You can't shoot, can it? It's armed.
No, it's completely immobilized now.
I walk without my pants on, and I go, "Who are you?"
I am Oris. I run this space station.
Where do we get the name Oris
Something.
Oh,
some,
yeah.
No,
So
the
the
droid.
Then Oris run it, yeah.
Oris runs the station.
What's the purpose of the station?
What he said.
What did you say?
What's the purpose of this station?
It kind of crawls itself and tries to twist itself around so that its head is up, and it's communication
With what?
with Vox. Well, X-knees.
And I go on and say, "Of course I know who Vox is. That's."
Is a streetwise roll, actually.
Oh, that's good.
Div 2?
I was going to go diff 1 because I'm guessing Vox is a big.
Yeah, but it is Div 2.
Yep.
Alright. You know only rumours about Vox. A voice of amongst the gangsters and the crime lords of a information carrier of some kind, someone who barters in information, and somebody who even the Hutt seem to not mention. They seem to fear.
What information are you collecting for him?
I send all I am the relay.
Not anymore.
Blast him into oblivion.
Sorry, that's just the moment we have to do it. Like, we could get him more information, but...
That's alright, there's terminals for us.
And if he collects information, he's got a hard drive inside.
The terminals are around you, and you can hack into them quite easily from here. In fact, they're not even secured in this room.
Shut down all the droids.
Shut down all the
And the
droids.
garbage
Shut down
disposals.
all the garbage. Yeah, you shut down all the droids and all the garbage disposals,
And we build a second ship out of the parts in the other.
you going through the system. Is that what you're doing? You're
Yeah, we'll just fly this ship.
This this place, from what you understand, what you gather from it, is purely an information relay, and that there are a number of other relays like this scattered around the galaxy. And this is a conduit for information passing through this area, and it holds vast amounts of secrets about crime lords, gangsters. It's got information on what's his name? Oh, I'm sorry.
Jabba?
Sorry. Ashik Tor, the guy who you owe money to.
So we download the database.
There's massive amounts of information here, and you have at your disposal. And this information is still continuing to pass through it.
First, yeah. Let's look for information on the guy who we owe money to. As much information as we can get on him, and transfer that to the database. I also ring the mechanic and get her to get as much, to be able to download as much information.
You start trying to download information into this area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As this happens, we cut off all communication to the outside world, because I guarantee he's going to find out and shut down and start deleting stuff.
You shut down the communication. Is that right? No?
As soon as communication's shut down, won't that trigger some sort of alarm in the system that this is a bug?
Probably.
We should run it as normal.
Yeah,
and
run
be
as normal and just start
surreptitiously downloading the data.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you start subtly hacking into the system and trying to gain information. There is too much information going through here to store it in one place, which is why it's a conduit. But there is enough here that you can take down a number of different crime lords.
Yeah, like top 100 to
Yeah, the sheer information is staggering. So it's like grain of sand on the beach kind of stuff. You start messing with the system. As you do, you notice that I'm going to get you to make a computer roll. Anyone who's probably the best at computing. Diff 1.
No.
The ship starts to shudder.
Does it have like an arbitrary number that counts down from? Or?
This guy was plugged in because he was operating primary control, so the ship's starting to go out of control. It's going into the black hole.
As you look into the system further, you can see that there were two tractor beams that held this ship in place in front of the black hole. One of them was pulling away from it, and this one was drawing ships to it. So the tractor beams on it are slowly powering down.
Is the ship flyable?
The space station doesn't have enough power or strength to pull itself out of the black hole without the tractor beams holding it in place.
Okay, so let's open the doors and the tractor beams we don't have to worry about anymore.
So you've got a few options. You can try and repair and get the tractor beams starting up again. You can fly out of here.
I think
the ship is a wealth of potential loot because they've been collecting
Absolutely.
stuff for hundreds of years or whatever.
I think we repair. Oh, I think we get the mechanic up here immediately. We get her up here now. Droids are shut down. She doesn't need to be down there. Let's get her up here,
Yeah.
and we'll start repairing this thing
Alright, she's racing towards this area,
in slow motion.
and you feel that the ship itself, the station, shift as one of the tractor beams shuts down. And the other one's just barely holding it in place. She comes running in, and she starts trying to get the controls started up.
And
she's never seen this system before. Then she starts tapping away.
And Tiff's helping.
Yeah.
Tiff's helping.
All right. Would
Exploding the
someone
system.
like to make her roll for her?
What's her computing?
Whose role for who?
Her role. Now this is
The mechanic's role.
The mechanic's role. This is Variana's role, and 2 boost dice because everyone's helping, I assume.
Yep.
But no one is skilled in computing.
You are.
Cheers.
But you are. So
Turn one of those
turn one of
into
those
yellow.
turns into that, and it is a hard roll to make. And then I wish you had some of these left, but unfortunately they've all been used up. All right, go for it. This is a roll to see if it works. Oh, it does, but bad. No, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it works. It succeeds. It is not a permanent solution, and unless you can get this thing patched up, it is going to fail pretty quickly. But it's a temporary solution enough for you guys to start spreading out across the actual space station itself, and start scavenging parts to be able to get this thing back up and running again.
Yeah, the mechanic's yelling out, "I need these 20
Yeah, she's on the conlink.
Yeah.
You guys start doing that, and eventually, after probably a few hours of just manic kind of searching, you manage to stabilize the space station and connect up.
Can we turn the droids back on, the repair droids?
Yes, great idea.
So we turn them back on, and then they start.
Yeah, and you start the other track to beam up. You stabilize the space station, and you have a space station with information that is incredibly useful to you.
Which we keep in our back pocket.
Well, yes.
You finish your run?
Yes. No, we delete every aspect that we were ever there, and we leave the mechanic there.
You live here now.
Yeah.
No, but like saying,
With enough supplies.
With enough
for her
supplies.
yeah, well, there's a ship's worth of supplies from the 2 week from the last ship that came.
Yeah, and we say we'll be back, and you will be paid, and we'll give her some arbitrarily large amount of money that she will never need to work again in her life.
All right, and
for the amount of knowledge, and she knows how big it is.
She agrees, and you guys deliver your glitters stim cargo in under 12 parsecs to Formos,
and he now works for us.
Receive your reward, and who works for you?
With the guy who we owed the ship to, he now works for us.
Boshek.
Yeah, we have photos.
The end. Well done, guys. Good job. Well done.